Hi, welcome back to Reading with Money. I'm Money, and today I'm doing my October. I'm doing my October TBR. Oh my god. Okay. I'm starting to freak out because the end of the year is coming, and as a teacher, that's like the worst part of the year. So, if you're new here, hi. I've been playing my own TBR game for a few months now. And it's basically based around the show Friends. So there's a bunch of references to the show with quotes and stuff. I'm gonna link the playlist up here so you can watch the first video and go over all the references and what all the little squares mean. But yeah, it's a very simple game. It's just genres and some extra prompts. Anyway, before we start, like always, I'm gonna go over last month. I actually technically completed my TBR. First I had to read a contemporary, and I read Carrie Soto is Back, although it's technically historical fiction because it's set in the 90s, but it's still like pretty contemporary in my eyes. Yeah, I don't think it's historical fiction if it's only been 20 years. I'm very old. Anyway, so yeah, I did read that one, loved it. Then I got my sister picks prompt card, and I read A Court of Thorns and Roses. You can watch my vlog about it. Yeah, just go watch it. Then I had to read historical fiction, and I was between two for those, between All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, which I actually have around here somewhere, and Babel by R.F. Kuang, and I'm currently reading Babel by R.F. Kuang because I couldn't help myself. I'm also filming a vlog for that, so yeah, you'll be able to watch it later. That will definitely be read by the end of the month because today is the 24th of September, so I have time. And I'm like over halfway through already, so yeah, it's a pretty chunky book. Next, I had to read a mystery, and I had originally chosen The Appeal by Janice Hallett, but I started it and I realized that it would be better to read it as a physical book, but because there's a lot of mixed media, and I thought that reading it as an ebook would kind of mix me up. So I'm getting a physical copy. I'm waiting for it to come in by, the post. But in the meantime, I read The Woman in the Library by, I can't remember the author's name right now. Larry Gentile, is that the one? I think so. It was okay, but it's a mystery, so it counts. Then I had to read a fantasy, and for that I chose The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. I think I'm saying the name right. I did read it. It was really enjoyable. I really liked it. And finally I had to read a sci-fi, and I was between reading Adulthood Rights by Octavia Butler because I need to continue the series, but I ended up reading Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. I have a physical copy, but I already lent it to my sister, so I don't have it here, but yeah, the hype is real. I love that book, so I really want to read the second one that came out like recently, but I'm waiting for the right time to read it because yeah, the hype is real. It's a great book. Anyway, so technically, I think we can say that I completed my TBR, although it doesn't mean anything because I don't do punishments or rewards anyway, so yeah. Anyway, let's just get on with this month's rolls because otherwise we're gonna be here forever. So, roll number one. Okay, shuffling the cards. Alright, that seems enough. And putting my counter where I left off, which was here. Okay, roll number one. That's 2. 1, 2. An eagle flew in. Okay, that's fantasy. Okay, so the eagle, as you know, is fantasy, because of course. And I'm gonna have to read the second in the ACOTAR series. Like, my sister told me that I had to read until book 3 at least. So yeah, if I don't keep going with this month, then I won't ever, I think, because there's too much to read. So the second one is A Court of Mist and Fury, I think so. So yes, that is gonna be the first book. If you don't know, this series is Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I think it's just the first book, and then the second book just veers off from the original story. So yeah, again, you can go watch my vlog. Anyway, moving on to rule number 2. Okay, rule number 2. Okay, that's 1, 2. That is a classic. Okay, and Little Women. These Little Women, wow. It's classic, and I'm going with a sci-fi classic for this because I'm not in the mood to read any of the classics I actually have, and I'm going to finally read Adulthood Rights because I really need to finish the series because I really like the first book, so I don't know why I haven't continued, but yes. If you don't know, this is a series called Xenogenesis or Lilith's Brood, and it's about the near annihilation of humanity in the 70s. I think the book was written in the 70s, so it's like around the time there was a nuclear war, and so the surviving humans have been picked up by this alien race. The aliens want them for certain reasons, and they're very alien, and I really enjoyed the first book, so I need to keep going. Okay, roll number 3. And my cat just stole my counter. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, put in my counter back. Hopefully my cats won't steal it again. And roll number 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a card. Pivot! Okay, I can keep this and see what I do with it. Alright, I still need to throw again for roll number 3. 2. Okay, that's another card. Let's see what it is. Random letter generator. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, just in case it wasn't clear from all my rambling there, I got a card, and it's the pivot card. Where do I have it? Pivot! Yeah. I made this card to mean like if I want to change a book during the month because I no longer feel like it, or if I roll something and then I just don't want it, I could use this card. So the actual roll gave me another card, and that was a random letter generator, which interesting. Let's do that right now, I guess. All right, let's do it. R. Okay, let's see. Okay, I went through my list of one to read, and I'm definitely going to go with The Bulleted Mist by Richard Osman, R in Richard. I didn't say, but the letter could be the initials of the author, or you know, the letter that starts the title. Maybe it doesn't. I think it would be very easy if it was just a letter that appeared randomly in the title. But anyway, Richard Osman. And The Bulleted Mist is the 3rd book in the Thursday Murder Club. If you don't know, this is a series about 4 old people in a retirement community who solve crimes. There's other characters, but yeah, it's great. It's funny, the mysteries are good, and yeah, I've been really anticipating this book, so. And it came out this month, so definitely glad I could put it on the TBR, because I was definitely gonna want to read it now. Hi, editing me here. Disregard everything I just said, because I actually started The Bulleted Mist today. Today is the 28th as I am editing this, and I'm definitely going to finish this book before October starts. So what I just did instead is to redo the letter generator thing, and I'll put the screenshot up here, but I got an L, and for that I'm gonna read one that I put on my TBR, like on my want to read list on Goodreads. I don't even know how I found this, but it's called Leech. I'll put a picture up here. I mean, look at this cover. It's like super creepy. It's by, I don't know how to say this person's name, Hiron Ennis? I don't know. And it's about, I don't know how to explain this. Like, it says that there's a doctor that has died, and someone is replacing the doctor, but I'm pretty sure it's like a symbiotic thing, like there's a parasite or something, because it says, for hundreds of years, the Interprovincial Medical Institute has grown by taking root in young minds and shaping them into doctors, replacing every human practitioner of medicine. The Institute is here to help humanity, to cure and to cut, to cradle and protect the species from the apocalyptic horrors their ancestors unleashed. But then there's like a competitor, like another parasite. This sounds gothic and horror-y and perfect for October, even though, you know, I'm not exactly like a seasonal reader, but everyone's reading horror now for October, so yeah, even though it starts getting really pretty here, like it's spring. But anyway, I'm gonna read this. I'm super intrigued, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna read The Bullet That Missed, but like right now, so yeah, back to old me. Okay, so let's move on to the next roll, which is technically roll 4. Let's go. Okay, roll number 5, technically. Well, 4, let's say 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. I found the picture. Okay, and I found the picture is historical fiction from Joey's historical fiction movie with Gary Oldman, which I love. And I'm going to put All That We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr again here. Doerr, I never remember how to say it. I have to read this book. I just have to, so it's getting done. All I know is this is historical fiction about World War II, and we follow a girl who is French and a man who works for the Nazis. Not sure how that goes, but gotta read this, finally. This is the only physical book on my TBR too, so it is, what is it, 500 pages? Yeah. Looking forward to it. Okay, roll number 5, technically. Okay, roll number 5. I'm going insane at this point. 1, 2, 3, another classic. I might have to use the pivot card here and roll again. Okay, yes, let's roll again, because I don't think I'm gonna read 2 classics in 1 month. 2. 1, 2, that's another card. Okay, let's see. He's a Trans Monster! A book you know nothing about. I already had this card. Let's see what I do with this again. This card. And as you could see, the next thing I got was another classic, and I was like, no. So I rolled again. I have gotten this card before, like I said. He's a Trans Monster. It's the book you know nothing about, but it was in a previous TBR that I didn't get to, and I had chosen Bunny by Mona Awad, and I didn't read it, so I'm gonna put it again. I know it's kind of boring, but it has to be done. I have to read this book. I don't know why it's taking me so long to read this book, but I have to do it. I have to. So Bunny by Mona Awad, I don't know what it is about. So I can't really tell you. All I know is it's a weird book, and whenever I see it mentioned, I just don't listen to anyone who is actually describing it. I just skip over it because I don't want to know. I just want to go into it blind. So yes, that's gonna be it. Okay, and finally the last roll. And at this point, I think I need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, one more. Roll number 6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, another card. I'm scared now. The Holiday Armadillo. That's mythology. Okay, I've been waiting for this card to come up because I know exactly what I want to read for this. Okay, pretty happy with that. Okay, and the last one was another card. We got a lot of cards this month, and that was the Holiday Armadillo. This is something related to mythology. It could be a mythology retelling. It could have mythological creatures in the story or in the cover or something. I am going to go with Thistlefoot by Jenna Rose something. Jenna Rose Nethercutt? I think that's her name. All I know is that this involves 2 kids, and I don't know how grown up they are by the time that they get their inheritance, and it's a house with legs. as you can see from the cover, I think. And I know this is based on Jewish mythology, I want to say. Yeah, Russian Jewish mythology. I am very interested to read something related to it because, as you can tell, I haven't read many Jewish mythology related things. I absolutely love the cover. It has chicken legs. I'm very excited. Anyway, that's my TBR. There are a few other books that I would like to get to this month, maybe, possibly. Like I said, I do want to read Prayer for the Crown Shy by Becky Chambers, and it's a short book, so I could probably technically include it somewhere. And what else is coming out this month? Oh, The First to Die at the End by Adam Silvera is also coming out this month. I would definitely love to read that one. And obviously The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake, which is the second one in the Atlas 6 series. But that comes out at the end of October, so I'll probably be able to read it in November. Like, yeah. So yeah, those are all the books I want to read this month. Let me know if you have read any of these and what you thought of them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to, so that you can see how I actually do in the month. I do have a couple of other videos in the works, so you can stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, happy reading.